Avinash Gaikwad, originally from India, and I moved to Australia for my PhD. But my basic interest in male reproductive system, male contraception, came from I was in my undergrad, and that's when I did my internship. And during internship, especially from a country where you're from, like India, basically, there is little to zero awareness of male contraception, in fact, male health in general. And that's what got me thinking that, okay, this is the area where more work needs to be done. And there are two things. One, in India, because there is little awareness, there is not much of people going into this field and studying about it and want to know about it. So I wanted to work with someone, be supervised from someone who is an esteemed pioneer in the field, and that's when I moved to Australia and Monash University. So currently I am researching and understanding the role of specific proteins in sperm motility. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of how does proteins regulate sperm motility. So that's my current project interest, what I'm studying and looking at.
Mm-hmm. And when you hear male contraception, you hear about this topic and this thing, what does it mean to you broader, in broader terms? When you think just male contraception, what comes to mind?
When I think about male contraception, I just think it's just a very unraveled field of research which has a lot of potential, not only because it is related to men's health, but it is also related to a couple's health in together. Mm-hmm. And then it's just a next step to me. It's just like a next step towards a successful, healthy lifestyle and a better relationship. Mm-hmm. That's what I think of.
To kind of take that and go back to a thing you mentioned earlier about what you observed in India and men being engaged in reproductive health, how do you think that we broader globally bring men more into the conversation around reproductive health?
I think the most interesting answer to this would be basically spreading awareness, making people more aware that male contraception is a field where there is potential of growth and it could be achieved with right support and right backup. I think that should be awareness, I guess, especially in a underdeveloped country, I guess. That's how would be one of the major reasons where you could outreach people. And other thing I feel is that people don't talk about it. People are still conserved about male contraception. Like, how can we do that?
Why do you think that is? Why are people conservative around that topic?
Because society is more female, like gender biased, if you say. And then, if a couple walks into a clinic and if they have like pregnancy issues, the first question always goes to the female. Mm-hmm. I think that's the major, and I think when that changes, where it's like 50-50 that, okay, both of the couples has to undergo treatment, I think that's where the change would start, and that's where even the thinking of a gender biased society would change, where there would be like, okay, no, male contraception could be an option. We could opt for it,
Mm-hmm. We're dealing with decades and decades of historical and sociological layer building of why reproductive health is so disproportionately assigned to women, and it's bringing men into this conversation and treating it from an equitable, inclusive standpoint, such that it's men and women being involved in the conversation together is requires some hurdles to be overcome about the way that we build society.
Yeah.
I think it's a topic that we struggle with a lot.
Yeah.
But so, can I ask then, how does MCeyes support help you as a scientist looking to achieve these scientific venues of making a male contraceptive?
Well, that's a good question. Well, first of all, thank you for the travel grant. And it helped me in two ways. One, reach out to people and expand myself, show them what am I doing in the field of male reproductive health. That's one. So I could just be, like they say, be visible, shine bright. So I think MCeyes provided me a platform to do that, and it would provide others to do that, not only in travel, but of course by supporting their ideas in male reproductive health and male contraception. That is one. Second is, this is my first international conference, to be honest, and I guess after coming here, I am exposed to a lot and variety of research going on in the field of male reproductive health. So I just feel that, okay, which ideas I could implement, which are currently, what are they going on, and then of course establishing collaborators, networking. I don't think there could be anything better than that for a student like me.
That's great to hear. I think that one of the things that we think about a lot is establishing a sense of community around male contraception. And the male reproductive health space has many challenges and research directives, but we're trying to prioritize contraception within that and ensure that there's an inclusive sharing of ideas, and then you mentioned support for new ideas. We want to make sure that there's funding mechanisms or other support systems in place to ensure that if somebody's got a great idea or something new or something they want to try, that they have the means to do so. And so that's where we see our role in this space, is allowing people to pursue the things they think are interesting. So, I really appreciate you sitting down and talking with us, just sharing some of your thoughts, and especially being able to be here at the conference. I'm so glad this is your first international conference.
It is.
Yeah. Is this your first time in America?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It is my first time, my first international conference, and I think, I think in my career journey, I think this would be like the stepping stone, as they say. I think this would definitely be one of the stepping stone. I got to meet so many people, which I have just read their names on paper, and I was like, oh my god, this person actually exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're friendly too. Yeah,
and and they're not that scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, and I'm glad that I know you've got a good support system with Moira, and being able to integrate into a field like this. Andrology has the good fortune of being a big enough community that there's a lot of new ideas and a lot of things going on, but it's also small knit enough that you'll see the same faces at your next conference, and you'll be able to grow and network with them. And it's they're all so very open to hearing things, because I think in part because it's such a small knit community that's had to scrap for support and had to endure different levels of interest in the field, and so it's fostered a real collaborative space. So I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yep.